this analysis, you're going to have to stop it at some point. But that point is essentially arbitrary. So you have to optimize it, because you can't be deliberating about every single choice and decision like this. Sometimes I actually get into this exact problem just with choosing stuff to buy tea. I'm currently dealing with that right now. I've liked tea for a long time, but now that I've started looking into the world of tea and
The
like looking into
choices.
the forums and community, I'm like,
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
God, there's like a whole universe out here. There's all these types, all these things that you would ideally would want to know, you know, as a connoisseur of tea. You would know how to differentiate good tea from bad tea. I realized currently I have no idea what a good tea even is. After I read some of these folks who are knowledgeable and who've essentially have a palate, who have experience of drinking this tea, that tea, from this province, from this source, this is how you essentially know what's good and what's bad. You have a catalog. You've sampled what's out there, and you have understanding of what this is and what that is. Of course, then you can also apply your own evaluation to it. What did I like? Do I like these teas or that tea, those teas? And that stuff you won't know until you try that. Like there's just you won't know. You don't know. There can be the tastiest, best tea out there, but you haven't tried it yet. And if you try it, it's going to be your favorite thing ever. But how do you get to that point? Because right now, I'm like, okay, I'll need to reference the best, most popular recommendations from the most experienced tea connoisseurs. And then I need to buy those teas and taste them myself and see if that helps and if I can find the one that I like. But this process is essentially so extensive that it kind of lasts the whole life with
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
because it's the same with books. It's the same with like what you want to study, what you want to learn, the kind of art you want to do. You constantly have to just try stuff. And the one thing I started doing, I literally started documenting like categories of purchases. So if I buy chocolate, I'm recording what brand it was, what I thought about it, were the differentiating qualities about it, the amount of cocoa and stuff. Because this is the only way you do it, really, because otherwise you're just not really paying attention, right? But if you sit there, it's essentially kind of like meditation. If you sit there with a cup of tea and you really just taste that tea, this is the only way to know it. This is the only way to know what's in there, what notes are in there, what flavors, how does it make you feel. Everything becomes meditation that way, but it only happens if you pay close enough attention.